Alright, we're back for part 2, and we were going to engage in some naval combat. And naval combat was introduced in the Total War series in Empire, and it was very good, although Empire was fraught with a lot of bugs initially. I think they've improved upon it in Shogun 2. I'm just not very good at it, so I tend to just auto-resolve naval battles, but being that it's 4-on-1 in this case, I think I'm going to go ahead and try to work this one out. Plus I've got my new copper-bottom frigate here, which I think will overpower his measly little ship that he has there. Got a few corvettes with me. Obviously, when we're looking at older boats like these in the 1800s, you can see, or maybe you'll know, these are steam ships. Some are steam and sail ships, but generally in combat they're going to be under steam power. And the majority of their cannon are going to be on the side of the boat, so you need to get within range and then turn broadside so you can fire all your cannons. A lot of this doesn't really come naturally to me, so I tend to have a little difficulty with the naval battles just because they're, I don't know, counterintuitive at times. You can see he's sitting in sort of a little bay here, so we can't really surround him, but we need to close in and then turn broadside so that we can use our cannon.
I fear your general is in mortal peril, sir.
And he's obviously targeting the lead ship. I just have to hope that this one's going to be sturdy enough to take a little bit of a beating. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the frigate broadside and try to return fire. Taking a little more damage. The graphics are done very well, I think, with these. You get the trail from the ships, their wake. You can see the men running around on the boat. You can actually do boarding actions and stuff. Usually that only pays off when a ship is so damaged that you can't move, and then you can board it and take it over and commandeer it to be in your navy. Now the big guns are firing. You can see the crew of that ship are already concerned. Their morale is low, they're outnumbered and outgunned. Quite a bit of damage there, and he's sinking, so the battle is over. And everyone bails out. As I said before, I think the naval battles look very nice, they play very well. I just don't understand them enough to be really good at them. But I did win that battle, even though it was 4-on-1. Victory's a victory. I'm going to try to get these my navy close enough to support an assault on Kai. And I'm going to go ahead and try to move some of my military units down and perform that assault, which probably isn't a good idea, dividing my already small forces, which are soon to be outnumbered by these Obama forces up north. But you know, sometimes it pays to be ambitious, sometimes it doesn't. We'll see how it works out. I really shouldn't be spending any money upgrading this province at this time, even though I already did. I always plan for success, and then sometimes failure comes afterwards, but I'm going to try to recruit some levy units, which aren't that great, but hopefully the castle walls will help them. I'll use my shinobi, and I'm going to attempt to sabotage that army so they can't advance. And I fail. I Sabotaging is basically the shinobis will disrupt their supply lines and such, and basically it causes a army group to lose a turn just so they can't advance towards my city, and they'll be stuck in location until their next turn, which will give me a better chance to prepare for their assault. Just working on building up a navy near my home provinces, just because I sent all my navy down to support the southern push, so I need some defenders up there in case somebody gets ambitious and decides to shut off one of my ports or something, and I really need that trade income right now. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead with this plan, even though it's probably a foolish one. It's no fun being overly cautious all the time. But you can see he's got a lot of military up here. I'm sure they're going to come down and give me some issues. Oh, one of my allies wants to join the war. Wants a lot of money, and he wants me to go to war with somebody that he's having issues with. I'm going to go ahead and say yes, even though the time it's going to take him to get troops down here, he's probably not going to be any help, because he's up there on the northwest side. But who knows? I could get in way over my head and he could help me out, so I guess it's worth the 2,000. Another use of the geishas is to distract armies. That basically works the same as sabotage. They're putting on a show for the military units and they can't move. Fortunately for me, this army, at least I have no plans of them moving anywhere at this point, so the distraction really isn't going to hurt me too much. I'm going to go ahead and try to probably sabotage that army again, and then this little unit that's coming out, I'm going to go ahead and attack that one. Just because their plan is probably to join the larger army. And I don't need that army getting any stronger, so. Shinobi was successful this time. Sabotage them so they won't be able to move towards my castle. And I'll take probably a good chunk of these units out, just to take out whatever these two units are. And like I said, the AI in this game is actually pretty good. They wouldn't attack me with those two. More than likely, they're trying to get up there and reinforce that already large and concerning army. Well, the good news is it's 2 artillery units that he was trying to move up to that other army. So they're going to be really limited in their movement. The bad news is that cannons do damage. So you can see he's got 2 units of cannons here. And I'm going to go ahead and try to take them out. I only brought 1 cannon with me, but like I said, I've got Armstrong guns, and
the men are ready to attack, sir.
Took out quite a few guys there. But my Armstrong guns need to unlimber and start firing, and then they'll be able to do some damage here. I'm going
Your general is under attack.
More damage. I'm going to try to use the infantry troops to draw the fire, hopefully, and then I'm going to try to flank him with my general. Because he's got a small unit of bodyguards, all on horses. They should be able to do quite a bit of damage to those guns and take them out without too much of a problem. hopefully the trees will give me a little support. And cannons do a lot of damage. But, like I said, they're also very difficult to move. And in his case, they're impossible to move because he's got these parrot guns, which aren't as quickly mobile as my Armstrong guns are, just because they're older technology. I should be able to hammer them down pretty well with the Armstrong guns, and like I said, hopefully draw fire with my infantry units. Probably suffer way too many casualties, but it's a price I pay, and it's far better than... Sorry, a bit of a distraction there. Like I said, it would be far better than me allowing him to join these artillery units with a larger army, in which they would have more defense and cause far more problems in the future. So, see my generals on their flank right now, and it would probably take them far too long to turn. Actually, my one battery of Armstrong guns would probably be able to take these guys out eventually on their own, but I don't want to wait that long.
Your victory is close, sir.
My daimyo now has revolvers, so they can do quite a bit of damage from range. See, they're cutting out most of the crew with one gun, causing some damage, and we're going to charge in. Start killing these guys, and eventually they're all going to run away because they are way outmatched. Yep, they're all running now. So we'll just pick off the stragglers. I really need to stop the cannon firing before he kills the general. But the battle's over. I'm going to go ahead and let it be over because I've killed enough of them to where they're not going to be a problem for me in the future. And my daimyo gets another victory, which is always good because it allows you to level up. And he needs to gain rank because it's not good to have a level 1 daimyo with a level 3 general in his army. Retainers. Everyone wants a mistress. Should make him a defender, just because he's probably going to have to defend this castle. But
As you command.
now my army can go back in relative safety because there's only one army that's a threat right now, and they are sabotaged, so they can't move. So everything's working out pretty well so far. Eventually I'm going to have to bear the brunt of their assault. But for now, everything's safe and secure. Well, if I'm going to proceed with my illogical course of action, I'm going to have to sabotage this army again and hopefully belay a counterattack.
How may I serve you? Yes.
And all of these actions cost money, which is precious to me right now, but I am able to stall his advance, and then I get to upgrade my shinobi because he gained enough experience. Opium pipe. Yeah, let's take the opium pipe. And yeah, I need him in the field. Covert agent. Scout. Eventually he'll be an army scout again, but for now he's charged with stopping that army from advancing. And I'm going to go ahead and select probably a larger portion of this army to go take Kai. Most of my riflemen, take the sharpshooters here, and I think one of the cannons as well. And if they do attack me,
Time to rest, my lord.
I'll have enough forces to make it quite painful for them at least. If not enough to defeat their advance. I think I'm going to bring my European agent with me as well, so he can help train and inspire the men. And I think I shall also use my geisha to perhaps distract one of these armies up there.
I will distract them.
Probably won't work, being that that's a 5-star general in charge of the army. He won't let the men enjoy the show. Yeah. Well, it was worth a try, even though it costs a lot of money. But hopefully, with this one army stalled, I won't have to worry about him pushing through while I attack these stragglers down here in Kai. But we'll see how it works out for me. Not a whole lot else to worry about in my empire right now as it stands. So, he's pulled everything back into the city.
Yes, my lord.
Once again, want to sabotage this army and hope they won't attack me. And again, it worked because Shinobi's getting higher in level. I'm going to use her to distract one of the non-5-star armies, just to keep those blokes from moving. And once again, she fails. She's a rookie. She's not a master of her trade yet, so forgive it, I guess, at this point. This battle should actually go quite well for me, because I've got the naval support there, so I'll be able to use a bit of the naval firepower. And I'm going to go ahead and try to reinforce that castle garrison there, because eventually I'm going to have to fight these guys. Let's see, a large portion of them are moving.
Use of my talents?
That's the daimyo, so I can't distract them. Enchanting is basically seducing a general to make him join your faction. Can't do it with a daimyo. Best I can do right now is
As you command.
sabotage that army again so they can't move,
Hi.
and get this chick back
Ready for
down.
order. Write them down.
But I'm thinking his daimyo's army is going to come down and cause me trouble. Probably I should retreat, but I'm going to attack anyway, just because I'm stubborn like that sometimes. Alright, I gotta get these blokes set up for an attack on a larger castle.
The men are ready to attack,
Alright,
sir.
I've got them all set up how I want them, and we're gonna go ahead and move in. You can see this castle's a little more well developed than the one I attacked last time. I've basically got a two-sided attack going here. I shouldn't have too much trouble because I've got cannon, and again they don't. And most of the troops in here are pretty low-ranking levy units, which are basically drafted recruits from the surrounding village. So they're not too brave, they're not too well trained. And I've got a pretty decently experienced and trained army here. So we'll push in and see how this goes. But looking at the length here, it's getting a bit long. There's not a whole lot left in my Monday gameplay, but I think we'll leave the rest of this for a later time, just because I don't want to go over 20 minutes. So, thanks for watching all. We'll catch you later.